planets in, well, we have, yeah, 6 planets in Aquarius right now. So a lot of the planets are being super active right now. So with Uranus also being a big key player in this, a lot of surprises happen. So who knows what'll happen. So you kind of just got to go with the flow. Okay, so Mercury retrograde, which is in Aquarius, is from January 30th until February 20th. It hit me right away for sure. I was all up in my head and emotion, and that was causing me to be emotional, and then I caught myself and then intentionally grounded. So if you notice yourself being more in your head right now, that's from this energy, because it's a very strong mental energy. Aquarius is an air sign, so it's up in this realm, right? So if you notice the thoughts going wild, or you find yourself getting lost in like a story you're telling yourself, just keep becoming aware of it, and then try to intentionally ground yourself in whichever way that works for you. So whether, like, journaling, being outside, taking a bath, meditating, whatever it is for you, this is that time to be aware of that and getting back into that when our mind starts to go a little wild. So Mercury, in the last few years, our Mercury retrogrades have been in water signs. So we haven't connected with this energy in Mercury retrograde for a while now. Most of the time it's heavy and emotional. This one's, because water is the emotional sign. This one's more mental. So Mercury is actually ruled by the element of air and earth. So this may intensify the experience. Okay. So this may cloud our mental energy. So pay attention to any repetitive thoughts that keep coming up. Just don't allow it to take over your life. Okay, so basically what I just said. Our task this retrograde will be to acknowledge mental chatter, observe what needs to be looked at, and learn how to release and let go of the rest. Okay, so being mindful, paying attention to it, not going to avoidant mode and be like, I don't even want to think about this right now. More just observing it and not attaching yourself to those thoughts that come up, or like taking action on them. Just kind of sitting with it as best you can. Our task this retrograde will be to acknowledge, I just said that. Seek to find balance between finding stillness and peace of mind, but not ignoring your thoughts either. Mercury retrograde has a way, so this is also because of Venus right now. Mercury retrograde has a way of triggering old relationships and bringing unresolved issues back up to the surface. So if you're in a relationship and you're noticing things coming back up and you're, disagreeing, where it's like you thought you already worked through it, that's just because retrograde is bringing it back up for it to be healed once and for all. So it can also open the door to rekindling past romances. So just be mindful of how that's showing up for you. If like exes reach out at all, like that's pretty standard during these 3 weeks when we have them, and we have them 3 times a year. So don't get caught up in that. And like Chelsea, I know you just experienced that recently, like within the last week. So it's like almost like don't fall for that and keep standing into what what's best for you moving forward. So feelings buried in our subconscious may come up to the surface, which can help us understand the root of any beliefs or behavioral patterns playing out. So this is why it's important to be observant right now, so you can really heal what's coming up, so you can move forward and release those patterns that aren't working for you and figure out why you're continuing with the same patterns. Okay. When we understand ourselves, it also allows us to create healthier relationships with others. So the reason for this strong focus on love and relationships this retrograde is due to the position of Venus. Venus and Uranus will be very active during this time. So for me, I've been following astrology and pretty consistently for the past, I want to say at least 3 years now. Showing up to meditation every new moon and full moon, every single week, unless for some reason there's an emergency, but every week for the past 3 years. So I really understand these cycles and the planets. And when they're very active like this, it's like definitely expect the unexpected. And right now is the time to ride the waves and just flow as best you can, and remind yourself that your goal here is to stay into alignment. And when you get out of alignment, not to judge yourself around that, but just learn and try to understand when you fall out of alignment and how to get yourself back into that full alignment, which is like feeling grounded, feeling at peace, feeling safe, feeling that feeling of joy, and like everything's good, I got this. So some new information may be revealed during this time that will shine a spotlight on our closest relationships. So that's Mercury retrograde, which is until February 20th, and we're at February 11th right now. So we're pretty deep into it. And then we're also, our sun's in Aquarius right now. And for the past 2 nights, or actually no, so from the 10th until the 12th, it's also in Aquarius, the moon. So on top of the planets, Jade, can you please stop? Thank you. Put your flashlight away. Is she blinding you guys? She's fine. Put your flashlight down. Thank you. So this is the heightened energy right now. These 3 nights is as heightened as it's going to be. So it's going to affect you in the way it needs to. But we've never had anything like this. So just kind of go with the flow. I think being curious is the best way to handle it, in my opinion. Okay, so what I'm talking about right now is called the Aquarius Stellium, which is from the end of January throughout February. So similar to retrograde, it kind of starts to weaken a bit when Venus goes into Pisces on the 25th. So right now, the planets that are in Aquarius are Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn, and then the sun and the moon. That's a lot of planets. So basically, they're all hanging out in one area of the sky. So it may be showing up in one direction in your life as well, where you feel a really strong pull to focus on one area of your life. So, this could, also bring up obsessive behavior or even bring up overwhelm. Okay, so that's part of that energy. So it's just because it's putting a spotlight on this area in our life and we're kind of working through it. So if it shows up chaotic, it just means that you need to find that peace within you. So Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde and all retrogrades are inward, meaning that it brings our focus inward. So with Mercury being the action planet, it's turning that inward. So instead of moving forward right now, we're kind of being in that stillness and not moving anywhere, but just facing everything that's in front of us and our experiences that we're handling right now, and not worrying about moving forward into any area. So don't feel like you've got to be constant. Can you stop? I'm about to take this. Sorry. So with that being said, stelliums are also accelerators. So channel this Aquarius energy into the acceleration. So if there's an area of your life where you want to get ahead in something, meaning like you need help kind of just staying committed, staying focused, staying consistent, right? This energy will help you with that. So it'll accelerate that progress that you've been seeking in that one area of your life. So it's a good time to reflect over what that is and start to put your energy intentionally into whatever that is. This energy will also assist in preparing and integrating us deeper into the age of Aquarius. So most of you know already what this is because you've been here on with me, but Danielle or Ashley and Jessalyn, I'm not sure you necessarily know this, but we're moving into a new way of being completely, which we can kind of see this unfolding already, right? So in 2020, we had this great conjunction that basically was the starting point of this huge, massive shift. And astrologers have been waiting for this for years. So we didn't know how it was going to show up. We just knew that this energy was powerful and going to be very impactful on our collective, like the whole world globally, right? We didn't know how it was going to show up. So now within 2020, we've seen already these crazy shifts. And the way I see it is like, we're going through this destruction at the same time we're rebuilding. So it may look like the world is ending, but it's also looking like it's like rebuilding. Like many of our personal lives are like flourishing if we've been focused on ourselves, even though it looks like the world around us is crumbling. And that's because it is. So, but it's not working for us, and we can see that, and that's what's being illuminated. What's being illuminated is that shame and blame, that fear, the control, the manipulation. So that's basically being illuminated so we can heal it, face it, transmute it, and shift it, right? So then it can move into a high vibration, which is like love, light, compassion, understanding, that kind of thing. So this is that age of Aquarius that we're moving into. So it's exciting, but it's also like we don't know how it shows up. So that's why we have to just stay focused on ourselves in our own small world in our communities and really rebuild from there, because the rest of it we have no control over. So it's just trusting that process. So like I said, with this energy, it's bringing more of that energy in, which is super cool because that's where we're focused. Okay, that's where those that are leading this ascension path, that's where our focus is. So this is exciting for us specifically. The people that are stuck in that lower vibration and they're, they haven't done the inner work. They're still unhealed. It's getting really uncomfortable for them. Really, really uncomfortable. And then on top of that, they're feeling really uncomfortable around us because our light is shining so bright, right? So it's like they don't know what to do. And these could be really people that are really close to us too. So like family members, like, I mean, I can tell you like more than half of my family are in that. So it's really interesting for me where I've had to like really readjust myself and my energy while not dimming my light in any way or getting out of my truth, because that's the most important. We need to show them that it's okay to stand in your truth. It's okay to be who you are in authenticity and still love yourself and then love others around you and not worry about what everybody else thinks, because it doesn't matter. Okay, so the other thing is, on a global level, something is going to capture our attention and be a strong point of focus. So usually what happens is the energy shows up first. So this is the strongest point right now, right? So I would be very, like what I do is I observe how it shows up in the physical world, because that's what happened. The energy comes in and then it affects the world around us and then it shows up in the physical world. And it's saying on a global level, so that's going to be interesting. And I've channeled a lot of messages that have come through that these are very significant dates. So I know that the next month or two into April, we're going to see a lot unfold. So kind of like buckle up a little bit. Okay, so Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So whatever does come may catch us by surprise or create a need for sudden or abrupt change. It will be meant to awaken us. So I'm ready for that because there's a lot of people still sleeping. Okay, so I think for us, most of us are already awakened. So now it's going to really create another wave of awakening for the people that are still stuck on this 3D realm. Okay, so this is where I see like the 5D and the 3D. There's the third dimension, which is the physical world, the world around us. There's a lot of people that are in their comfort zone there. Okay, and then there's us who are choosing a different way. We're going within. We're choosing that our wholeness is here and we have everything we need. Okay, so we're going to notice another wave of awakening where people get thrown off, and it's just to help them ascend as well. So on January 31st, Venus moved into Aquarius, joining Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter. Venus is the planet of love, so that's where those relationship aspects started coming in. February 11th and 12th, which is tonight, is the strongest days of the stellium. And then February 25th, like I said, is when we're going to start to weaken the stellium, because Venus moves into Pisces, and then Pisces is more like spiritual, romantic, loving, connecting, And you'll notice that showing up more in your relationships, which is a good thing. That's where we're headed. The last time we had this strong Aquarius energy was in the 60s, like I said before. So this new moon is also activating the Great Conjunction from December. So that was another big energy time. So this right here is really big, and I don't know how it shows up. So I also received a message in my dream about a week or two ago. And I don't usually get like collective messages in my dreams. It usually shows up when I'm channeling and meditating, but it came in my dream loud and clear. And basically what I received was share the message for everyone to focus on getting grounded right now while it's calm. And what that felt like to me is we have some upcoming chaotic energy. Okay, so I just trust what comes to me and I share it. Okay, so let's talk about the Aquarius new moon a little bit. So new moons are for setting intentions, planting seeds, and really starting a new moon cycle, and shifting our focus. And it's like that cycle has ended and now it's time to start a fresh one. Where am I trying to look right now? Moon scopes. Oh, we're going to do moon scopes, but we're also going to do house scopes, which I don't know if you guys know your house is, but I'll have you pull up Astro in a minute, which is our birth natal chart. So just give me a minute on that. Okay, so let me see if there's anything I really want to speak to with this moon. This is really just being about your true self, and beating to your own drum. This is Aquarius energy, which so I'm Aquarius sun, so I have a lot of this energy. It's one of my, bigger signs or aspects that, so your sun sign is like your personality and the energy that you find yourself having characteristics around. Your moon sign is the way your emotional energy shows up. And then your rising sign is how you like come off to other people when they first meet you. It's like the initial energy that, it's like, oh, when I first met her, she was like this, right? So I have Aquarius sun, so this energy, like definitely I have a big part of it. It's also being focused on community right now, and being a humanitarian, showing up as your authentic self, but also giving love to the world around you. That's very Aquarius. And then also stepping into your own freedom and not allowing the world around you to have any hold on you, and having your own power within you, speaking your truth, just being yourself 100%. So that's what this Aquarius energy is about. So it's like finding your highest alignment and knowing what that feels like when you're fully aligned, and in your own like unique frequency. What does that feel like to you, and how do you become that person? Like, what are those, key factors that help you feel that way? So like for me, I would say like, when I'm eating healthy, when I am, taking my weekly baths, when I am out, outside, honestly, and like doing my homeschool groups and like with my children, like all those things that make up who I am. This is that time to really make sure that that's where you're focused. Okay, what are your passions? Like, what is that drives you? And really owning who you are. Okay, so let's do some house scopes, and then I'll do a moon scope as well. So do you guys know how to do this? And if you need help, please let me know. You go to, I'll put it in the chat actually, astro.cafeastrology. And then what I want you to do is go to, I think it's the Placidus chart. Well, you're going to fill out your natal chart if you haven't done that yet. And then you're going to go to the Placidus chart, I believe it is. And you're going to see signs next to Roman numerals. Let me see if I can pull mine up. Yep, so it's the Placidus chart. There's going to be like 2 charts. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Yeah, you can. So that's what it looks like if anybody needs help. Oh, man. No, it's hard with this light. Did you guys see that, though? If you need help, okay, and when you get to that chart, you're looking for where Aquarius is. It's mine. Doesn't even look like mine. Third house is my fourth. Okay, so Aquarius is my 4th house. Okay. Birth chart entry. Did you put yours in? You can unmute yourself if you need help.
I think so. That's what I'm going to, where it says birth chart entry. Is that
Yep.
what I'm doing? Okay.
Yep. And you're just going to add all your stuff. If you don't know your exact time, here's the other thing. If you don't know your exact time, just use your intuition and put 1 in. It doesn't usually throw it off too much. It is better to have it, but if you don't, that's okay too. Danielle, are
Hey,
you
Jack,
okay?
we're looking for where Aquarius is, right?
Yep, what house it's in.
Okay, got it.
And then while you're, go ahead, Danielle.
Well, that would be on, I'm confused.
Okay.
I have like a bunch of charts.
Okay, so is there a chart that says on top tropical?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so the chart underneath that one says Placidus.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now look at the Roman numeral that has Aquarius next to it.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's all you need. And then also, do you know your moon sign? Because I'm doing moon scopes too.
I always forget it.
Okay, that's fine. Go up to tropical and then look next to the moon. It'll say it right there.
I don't know why I always forget it. It's the one right before my actual sign. So
Okay, it's okay. You'll remember it. You'll get it.
thanks.
Okay.
So Taurus, and then for the Placidus, you said we go to, what are we going to?
Look for Aquarius.
Aquarius. Mm-hmm.
And then whatever Roman numeral is next to it.
Okay.
Did you find it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Ashley, do you need help? She's sitting over there trying to figure it out. Okay. Were you able to fill it out? Hold on, I was gonna unmute you.
I thought I was doing the right thing, but now I don't know if I was because it wasn't really showing me chart report, right? Under the quick link.
Yeah, hold on, let me go back. Yes, I believe that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
Did you fill yours out yet? Yeah, birth
I
chart.
did, but then I got out of it because I was like, I think I'm in the wrong thing.
Yeah, I think
But I'm doing it real quick.
that's fine. Yeah, that's the correct one. You're good.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And then from there, what do I do?
Okay, so you're gonna look for your moon sign, which is under the tropical chart.
Okay.
Okay. And then the chart underneath there is the Placidus chart. And you're gonna look for Aquarius and the Roman numeral next to it. Okay, Britt, you got 3. Do you have Aquarius in there? Some people may not. Chelsea, you're good, right? You found yours? Oh, you're going. Okay, go ahead. Be right back. It's like literally LOL, AOL. Just like, be right back. Sorry, I haven't done that in a really long time. Okay, Ashley, you good? You found it? Okay, cool. All right, so Chelsea, I'm not going to do hers. Yeah, I'll wait to do third house. Does anybody have first house? You do. Oh, so it's your rising sign. So you have good Aquarius energy too. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So your first house, focus on shifting your frequency around your identity and how you project yourself to the world. Okay. So really right now, reflecting over your self-identity and who you are and making sure that you're showing up as that for when you're around like other people, and show up as that. That's your authentic self that I was just talking about. So that's a strong focus for you right now. Cool. Got it. Love it. All right. Second house, anyone? No. Third house. I'm going to wait for Chelsea. Okay, Britt. Fourth house is me. So focus on shifting your frequency around how you feel about self-care and how you receive support from others. Interesting. Okay. Fifth house. Oh, Chelsea's back. Okay, third house. Okay, so Chelsea, I'm doing you and Britt right now. Focus on shifting your frequency around how you communicate with yourself and others. Okay, so this is a big time for communication. So making sure, oh, Britt, that's so interesting. You just said that communication has been thrown out. So I would say,
Wait, sorry,
down.
can you read it again? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, sure. Focus on shifting your frequency around how you communicate with yourself and others.
Interesting.
Right. And we just talked about how the communication has been, with this Mercury retrograde. So I would say definitely slowing down or reflecting over it for sure. Chelsea, are you noticing that in your world right now? Any issues around communication?
Yeah, I feel like I'm like snippy with my mom. It's just like me and her in the house right now for a while. She's going away tomorrow. But even my brother, like I just feel like I'm communicating poorly. Yeah, I'm not expressing myself without like an attitude. And then with myself, I feel like I'm talking so I think this is more to do with the energy, but like such negative thinking and like stories in my head. Like I'm always thinking of like worst case scenario when I don't feel the baby moving, and I just like
run with it.
Yeah, and then like I know like law of attraction, like I don't want to like attract this negative energy to myself. I want to try to think positively, like she's going to be born healthy and strong and she's fine, but like my brain is constantly going to like I feel sore, like I don't feel her moving, or like I'm just constantly negative and I am obsessing about it. It's like all day.
Okay.
So
don't stress too much about law of attraction, because that's going to add on to that anxiety. So instead, when you notice yourself doing that, focus on your breath instead of trying to shift your thoughts.
Okay.
So come back into your breathing and your heart space. That's going to help a lot, because otherwise it's too hard for you. That's going to drive you crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying to shift my thinking to positivity, but that's not working.
Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about that you're going to bring this stuff in, because your mind is so powerful. Your heart is even more powerful. So keep coming back to that, because that is not your true alignment. Your higher self is the powerful part. Okay. So don't stress about that. And then when you do come into your breath and you do focus on your heart, and then start saying to yourself, my baby is healthy. I love you. You're strong. I'm strong. Okay. That's how you do it. That's when you shift it. Don't just try to automatically, you just use your mind. You have to use your whole body. Okay. I know you can do it. you've been through so much, and I feel like you've come so far. So this is just another leveling up for you, which I'm so excited about. You're about to be a mama, so that's even more amazing. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad that helped. Okay, sixth house.
Me.
Okay, cool. All right, so focus on shifting your frequency around how you view service and how you give your gifts to the world. I like
Can
that.
you repeat that?
Yeah.
We are both sixth house.
Okay. Focus on shifting your frequency around how you view service. So service to others, right? So how you serve other people. Shift your frequency and your view around that. So you want it in a higher alignment of love and coming from a natural place, okay? Rather than like doing to get service necessarily. It's more like serving out of the wholeness of who you are and you're the value, okay? I don't know if that helps. And then the other part is in how you give your gifts to the world. So when we view that our service is us, not what we have to offer. So like Jesselyn, for example, like you do Arbonne, right? But your value is really you. So as much as like that is an awesome product, you're the awesome person with that product. And it's been helping you. And it aligns with who you are because it has quality and value because you have quality and value. And, you know, so really focusing on you being that value and putting your energy into it. And that's how you shift your frequency and coming from a loving place and knowing that you have something great to offer and it's just to help other people, like, it's like already a natural that you know that, right? So now, Nancy, for you, I feel like that's definitely around like your holistic journey and, you know, herbalism journey for sure.
I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So Ashley and Danielle. So seventh house. Okay, perfect. Focus on shifting your frequency around how you exchange energy in relationships and how you merge vibrations with partners. That's a hard one. Has this been a struggle with relationships recently for you? No? Okay, that's good. So, just keeping, I would say, like when you exchange energy with others, it's just having that loving vibration, and anytime it gets out of alignment, you lead the way in that. Okay, so you're not like fueling that lower energy in any way. Okay, eighth house. Ashley, what's yours? You don't have one?
I can't find that chart. It's not popping up for me at all.
Did you put in your birth time?
Yeah. No, I put unknown.
Yeah, okay, so the unknown, that's what I was saying before. Can you intuitively put one in?
Yeah.
Do that, go back and then I'll put one in there. Just if you have a roundabout time, because do you have a roundabout time at all? Or you don't really know it at all?
I don't, but I'll guess.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna do moon scopes too, so. And then we'll do the meditation, which I'm so excited about. This is helpful, right? Isn't it nice to know the energy? It kind of helps like, okay, I can move forward and I got this, now I understand what's going on and I can kind of be more intentional. Right? Okay, cool. Did you get it? Ashley, are you good?
So I went to the next page and I see where you said the tropical chart, and then there's like two other charts if I keep scrolling, and that's it.
There's no plastis?
Mm-mm.
Okay. How about this? I'll do it for you after.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and then I'll give you yours after the thing, and you could just send me all your stuff, and then I'll take a picture for you. Okay, does that work? All right, but your moon sign you have, right? Because that's on the Placidus. Okay. I'm going to start with Aries. Do we have Aries moon? Okay. Oh yeah, of course.
How do we know where our moon sign is?
Okay, on the Placidus chart, there's going to be sun and then moon is a second line, and this sign that's next to it.
I think it's the tropical chart. Not
Oh,
the-
sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. Thank
Oh.
you, Chelsea. So I'm confusing you girls. Sorry. It's the first chart. Okay, Mercury retrograde communication. Whew, there you go. I love when it shows up though, because I'm like, I can speak to this. Okay,
So
got
go
it.
to the moon and whichever sign is next to it.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. You girls got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. All right, so Aries moon. In your highest frequency, you emit the frequency of courage, motivation, and fire. Your emotions are explosive and can't be ignored. You need to direct them to help you feel motivated instead of angry. Feel into your most fiery self this Aquarius season and recognize your inherent power to lead. Energy like yours is not for the shadows. Step into the spotlight and speak your truth as you show others how to courageously do the same. On the new moon, ask yourself, how can I shift my vibration to feel my power every day? Bruce, I really like that with also your first house being Aquarius. That's a lot of you just standing in who you are and being courageous about it. Okay. So this energy is supporting you in doing that. And by you doing that, you're leading by example for other people, because that's what people are struggling with the most. They don't know who they are. And we're lucky enough to know who we are. Okay, so just being that person. Okay, Taurus moon.
Me.
Okay, perfect. In your highest vibration, you emit a frequency of security, abundance, and worthiness. Your emotions are grounded in the earth and feel centered to everyone you know. You also tend to lean towards stubbornness and get stuck in your ways. Challenge yourself this season to shift into gratitude when you feel stagnant in your energy. Feel your natural ability to create and harness this ability to imagine a new reality, one that understands you already have everything you need. On the new moon, ask yourself, how can I shift into a vibration of abundance every day?
I like that.
You like that? Do you connect with that too right now?
Sounds about right. Mhm.
Okay, perfect. I love it. And I also like that one because I feel like that's connected with your service to others too. Like I feel like that connects very strongly.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right, Gemini moon. No. Okay. Cancer moon. No. Leo moon. No. Okay.
That's
Virgo.
Michael.
Michael's Leo.
Yeah.
Okay, so in your highest vibration, you emit a frequency of joy, open-heartedness, and leadership. You know yourself well, but can struggle with expressing your truth. You naturally seek out approval in every situation, even though you do not need it. Challenge yourself this season to stand firm in your frequency, unaffected by the opinions of others. Feel into your power and know that you can change the world if you remain connected to your true self. On the new moon, ask yourself, how can I stand in my power in every situation, even if I fear I will not be accepted? Good one. I like that. That means he's going to drive the truck.
Probably so.
Right. Okay. Virgo moon. Ooh, two Virgo girls. You guys are the goddesses. So I love it. Okay. In your highest vibration, you emit a frequency of refinement, centeredness, and healing. You love to be of service and seek out to help everyone you meet. You carry a vibration of stability that attracts more stability to you. If you begin to look outside of yourself for validation, though, your vibration shifts, and so does what you attract. On the new moon, ask yourself, how can I accept myself to help raise my vibration and my ability to attract energies I need? So loving all of you, every aspect, even the shadows or the places that you feel are flaws and you reject. Find ways to love that part of you. Virgos are all about perfectionism, so that's got to go. So if that's in your head right now, that's where you find that grace for yourself. Okay. Okay, Libra moon, Brittany, I know that's you. Anybody else?
Me.
Who said me?
Nancy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, Ashley, what are you?
Aquarius sun.
What are you, moon? What's the next line?
Cancer.
Okay, all right. I'll read yours. I'm gonna read yours now, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, so Cancer moon, in your highest vibration, you emit a frequency of unconditional love, compassion, and vulnerability. Your emotions run deep and can take over your energy. Challenge yourself this season to question your perception of your feelings. Attempt to view them from different angles to understand their many layers. On the new moon, ask yourself, how can I still feel my emotions but not become overwhelmed by them? Knowing that awareness of my feelings, it's what helps me shift them. Okay. Do you have strong emotions? Do you feel like they overtake you? Okay. So this is just about allowing yourself to feel your emotions but not becoming them. And challenging yourself to just feel them, observe them, stay detached from them, and learning that when you're feeling them, you're actually shifting them. And when you can see it that way, it might help you not become so emotionally overwhelmed, essentially. Okay, Libra moon. In your highest frequency, in your highest vibration, you emit a frequency of harmony, calmness, and patience. You love to be in partnerships and tend to merge your frequency with another quite easily. This integration makes you a wonderful partner, but also can threaten your sense of self. Throughout Aquarius season, begin to notice when you are not staying true to your own frequency and instead taking on another person's vibration. On the new moon, ask yourself, how can I still show up for others while maintaining and emitting my own energy? Okay, so don't absorb the energy of the people around you and learn how to stay detached from that and stay in your alignment of who you are and not allowing the people around you to basically throw you off and like shift you left and right. Okay. All right, so Scorpio moon, that's mine. In your highest vibration, you emit a frequency of security, understanding, and confidence. You see the truth of every situation easily and understand it at a fundamental level. You tend to keep your truths to yourself, though, and may feel some friction this season as Aquarius encourages you to share more of yourself with others. Throughout Aquarius season, begin to understand that when you share your vibration with others, you shift their frequency. You help them transform. On the new moon, ask yourself, how can I share my truths with others in a way that raises my vibration and the vibrations of those around me? Interesting. I feel that for sure. There's a lot of things I want to say to some people. So, okay. That's that. Do you guys